Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. If you aren't sure what your next step needs to be to grow your VA business, book your complimentary Cut to the Chase call with me so I can help. Book your call at yourvamentor.com/chase. Today I want to talk about how to confidently close high-ticket VA clients. Today's quote is from Patricia Fripp. You don't close a sale, you open a relationship if you want to build long-term, successful enterprise. Open a relationship. Isn't that awesome? It's a fact. We're all looking for long-term clients. And when you focus on the relationship, that's exactly how it happens. Let's go. The title of this episode really says everything most of you talk to me about in your VA business. Confidence. You might not have this. Either you feel it or I can tell when we talk. Close. Getting the client is often one of the biggest struggles you tell me you're experiencing. Sales feels icky, right? Closing a client feels icky. High ticket. Everyone wants clients who pay well, but somehow it seems easier to book out your business when the clients pay you more. And clients, any size. We all want and need clients or we have no business. So imagine my delight at being able to talk to you about all of these things in one episode. Let me tell you about how I doubled my rates overnight and then booked out my VA business. There, I just did. I started working with my very first business coach, and when I told him what I charged, he was actually alarmed. Now, this was 2008 or 2009. I was charging $25 an hour. Yes, that was too low more than 15 years ago, and I will continue to tell you that it's too low now. I was offering coaching support, and my clients were charging $200 an hour and up to their clients. They were signing clients to $10K and $25K coaching programs, like people were paying them that much for coaching. And I was charging them $25 an hour to be their assistant. That meant a 10-hour-a-month client was paying me $250. A 20-hour-a-month client was paying me $500. And they were running groups with people paying them $1,500 to $3,000 a month. They needed high-level support, and I was shortchanging what I could do for them because I lacked confidence. So long story short, he told me to double my rates. Yeah, and guess what? People took me more seriously, immediately. I signed on 3 more clients and raised my current client rates, and within a couple of months I had a waiting list. And that went on for quite a while. I brought on team members to handle my extra workload, but I didn't mind because I could actually afford to pay them. At $25 an hour, I could not have done that. Understanding the value of high-ticket clients. High-paying clients are obviously very valued in any industry. When we have clients who pay us more each month, that's a good thing in business. But for a VA, it impacts our daily schedule too. You can work with fewer clients when you have clients that pay you well. Fewer clients means less juggling of expectations. I worked with clients of all sizes, but it sure was easier to work with the big ones. When you're doing tasks for someone every single day, your workflow just is better, and you can create really good routines with your schedule. Networking with clients is key to working with them. Getting the confidence to be a part of the communities they are in is also really important. And sometimes the confidence from you just comes with experience of spending time with them, of doing work with them. My clients were 6- and 7-figure business coaches. I was not making 6 or 7 figures, so how was I confident that I belonged in their community? Well, for one thing, I knew they needed me. They needed my skills, my experience, my expertise, and my personality. They literally needed me to run their business successfully. When you're in a community that's striving for success, you up-level your mindset too. You strive for success. You talk about success. You measure success. It's not a cutthroat kind of thing at all. It's more like encouragement. It's a positive place to be. In a successful and positive environment, good things happen. People are happy, and that's infectious. It really is true that what you put out there comes back to you. When you're putting out negative energy, that's what comes back to you. When you're putting out positive energy, guess what? Negotiating with big clients. No matter who you're networking with, you need to make sure you're very clear on the services that you offer, the services that you don't offer, and how you help the client. Doing some research on the client's business is always a very good idea, especially pre-discovery call. You should look for clients who have a solid online footprint and Google them. Look up their website. Look up their social media channels. What do they do? Who do they work with? How do they work with their clients? When you know the kinds of things they do in their business, it makes it much easier to understand just exactly how you'll be helping them. And it also shows you the value that you're going to bring to their team, which is essential in negotiations. Remember when I mentioned that my clients were working with clients who were paying them $10K to $25K for coaching? One of the responsibilities I had was to monitor the monthly payments that were being made and to follow up with the clients whose payments did not go through properly. That's significant. I wasn't a collection agency by any means, but it was essential for my client to get paid in order to continue working with their clients. And they had a lot of clients. It was an important piece of their business that I was looking after, and it often just meant filling in a spreadsheet with a successful payment that had been made. This is why I always lean on the value with you when we talk about getting clients. When you understand your value, your worth, you can confidently command higher rates as a VA. Effective communication. When you're negotiating with high-level clients, communication is key. Well, with all clients, really. But they will tell you what they need, and they will tell you what they're concerned about. Always ask the right questions on your discovery calls so you're both on the same page in terms of the scope of work needed. But also, the questions will help you uncover any objections that the client might have to working with you before they even mention them. And it's not about being salesy. It's about making sure that you're a good fit to work together every single time. If someone is going to pay you north of $1,000 every month, they have the right to be cautious. Your job is to make them feel confident that you're the right choice for them. Prepare yourself to handle the common objections like price or budget, service doubts, and so on. But one very common objection of a high-ticket client is that they've been burned by a VA before, and they want your assurance that it's not going to happen again, even if they don't know why it did. If that hasn't happened to you yet, then you need to figure out how to answer that question when it comes up. Trust is something that is earned, and you will always be at the mercy of the VA that came before you, unfortunately. One of my clients came to me after 2 failed VA relationships. She told me that her husband said he thought she must be the issue. But then she worked with me for 8 years. It wasn't her at all. It doesn't always work that way, but know that whatever their previous experience was comes into play with you, even if you've never let them down. Communicate clearly always, and working together is going to be much easier for both of you. And that begins with your discovery call. I hope I've given you some good tips on how to talk to high-ticket clients today. When you become a part of their community, the trust can build really quickly for both of you. They're often very busy people, and in fact, they rely on referrals to find their VAs and other service providers as a time saver for them. So being a part of a community where they're in is even more important at this level. The key is for you to be prepared to talk about how great you are at supporting them. It's really the main point you want to get across without being salesy and icky. I'm going to leave it here for today, but let's circle back to today's quote. You don't close a sale, you open a relationship if you want to build a long-term, successful enterprise. When you prepare yourself to be part of the community that your target clients are in, and you always focus on helping them and making sure that you're a good fit for each other, The sale just happens. And it's not just the sale, it's the relationship. When you focus on that, VA success will follow so easily. I promise. I hope you've started thinking about the possibilities that lie before you for creating the VA business that you dream of. If you're looking to build the business that I talk about, a 50K and beyond VA business, that's where I can help. I'm here to help you become a ridiculously good VA. I've helped hundreds of VAs who are stuck get moving through private coaching, my monthly mastermind group, my group coaching programs, and my self-study trainings. If you're ready to get my help, let's connect on a cut to the chase call. You can book yours at yourvamentor.com/chase. Thanks for tuning in this week. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. For more great resources for your VA business, visit my website at yourvamentor.com. I'll see you back here next time.